Good morning, I'm Fatir and you're watching the special extended edition of Indonesian Morning Views. We are here this morning to provide an in-depth report on the 4.9 magnitude earthquake that struck in Bekasi City and the surrounding areas yesterday, February 20, 2025. The shallow quake, with its epicenter located just south of Bekasi, may seem moderate on the seismograph, but its impact has been anything but. Its proximity and shallow depth, just 10 kilometers below the surface, mean the energy was released with sharp, violent jolt felt intensely by millions across the region. We've been receiving a steady stream of reports of cake foundation, violent sailing, and panic evacuation from buildings as far away as central Jakarta. Authorities issued an urgent call for vigilance, and we are here to provide you with the most up-to-the-minute details. To help you understand the power of this event, let's look at a sign. A 4.9 magnitude earthquake is on its own a significant event, but what made this tremor is so impactful was the shallow focus. Think of it like a ripple in a pond. The closer you are to the initial flash, the more intense the wave. In this case, the flash was just 10 kilometers beneath our feet. This resulted in a powerful vertical motion that can be far more damaging to structure than a deeper quake of the same magnitude. That's why we're seeing a structural damage to buildings that might have otherwise wasted or molested when distant tremor. For the latest on the situation, we go live now to our field reporter, Nova, who is on the ground in one of the most affected neighborhoods in Bekasi, Regency. Nova, can you describe the scene there's this morning? We're getting a live video feed from your location now. This looks like a skin of quite definition.
Good morning, Fatir. I'm broadcasting live from the heart of Cikarang, and as you can see, the the air here is still ping with tension, even though the physical shaking has long since stopped. Residents are now fully awake, and the full extent of the damage is becoming chillingly clear under the morning light. The 49 magnitude may sound modest, but the shallow tremors were a powerful force, felt strongly across Bekasi and even as far as Jakarta. The main impact we are seeing is the significant structural damage to older, more vulnerable buildings. Your camera is now focused on a small community musola that suffered a vertical roof collapse. Its own sturdy walls and wooden beams are now just a pile of a splinter rubble. We are also seeing widespread evidence of damage in residential areas, with deep ditch fissures running through. brick walls and section of ceilings that have completely given way, raining plaster and debris down in the living rooms and kitchens. This event was so sudden and severe that it even caused the temporary suspension of high-speed train and service and disrupted commuter lines, affected tens of thousands of daily passengers and highlighting the vulnerability of critical infrastructure. The local disaster mitigation agency, or BPBD, has been working tirelessly throughout the night to access the damage and ensure public safety. We understand they've received a flood of calls with numerous reports of cracked walls, failing ceilings, and even structural shifts, particularly in older neighborhoods and residential areas. Yes, Fatir, I'm here with a local resident, Mr. Aska, who was at home with his family when the earthquake hit. Mr. Aska, thank you for speaking with us. Can you describe what you felt when the ground started shaking and what your first reaction was?
Thank you, Norval. It's truly a sobering skin you have captured, and we hear you have someone there who experienced the quake firsthand. Your story will undoubtedly provide a personal dimension to this event. Please introduce us.
Yes, Fatir, I'm here with a local resident, Mr. Aska, who was at home with his family when the earthquake hit. Mr. Aska, thank you for speaking with us. Can you describe what you felt when the ground started shaking and what your first reaction was?